Hey guys, it's Kim and I'm here today to share with you a design team project for Craftsupplies1. It's my second design team project for the month of July, and this time I have altered a really cute, fun cigar box, but I have made it so the box itself actually looks like an ATC, and I'll explain to you why I did that in just a minute. Julie sent me the most beautiful things this month, the trims and stuff, and I just wanted to use them. And I also wanted to point out that today is Tuesday, and this is the last day that you can get these parchment flowers on sale in her store. This is Tuesday, and it's the last day. So at midnight tonight, they're not on sale anymore. And if there's none left, there's none left. She won't be getting any more in stock. So I hope you will run over and get some of these, because you can see just how gorgeous and beautiful they are. I absolutely love these flowers. They're much better quality than paper flowers. They're like a fabric, kind of. They're just beautiful. I just love them. And they went well with this box. So what I did was, this is a cigar box, as I said, a small cigar box. And I have used my favorite paper, which is the Fairy Bell, and you can see the beautiful fairy there. I have Mod Podged the paper all over the top, the sides, there, and the bottom as well. I put this really pretty paper on the bottom because I love it when you flip something over and it's really pretty, because it's kind of like a surprise. And I also did the inside, which I will get to in a moment. And after I had done all that, and of course I painted all the edges with Martha Stewart putty paint, so that's all finished up there quite nicely. Then I was able to embellish, and you can see this gorgeous, beautiful trim along the edge here. This is new in Julie's store, and I have used, she sent me this in a bunch of different colors, 4 different colors, and I've used the white one on here, and I just love this trim. It's got this beautiful lace and ribbon across the top, and then this beautiful pleated organza right here. Love it. I also put some feet on it, which I had in my stash. Love those. And then this gorgeous trim that I have put all the way around the box is new to Julie's store. And I love this pearl trim, and it's flat back, so it sits nice and flat, as you can see there, and goes around corners beautifully. It fits just really nice and neatly along your box or your project, whatever you're doing. And then on the front, I just finished it off with one of Julie's new charms, which is the little cherub here. So cute. Love it. And like I said, these are the parchment flowers, which she has in the store right now, which are on sale, but won't be for long. So again, go and get those, because you'll be happy you did. And then I've also used some of her paper flowers here, and these are brown, but they have a bit of sparkle to them. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I'm hoping that you can see a little bit of it, but I love these. They're great for doing shabby chic and vintage projects. And underneath it, you can see tucked here, and actually right up here in this corner, these are Julie's new wedding appliques, and they're just so beautiful. And I cut this off a larger piece, so look at how pretty with the flowers and the leaves and everything, and the little vine there. Oh, I just love it. So gorgeous. And then this is one of Julie's little metal filigree hearts from her shop. And I've tucked one of her charms here, which is the angel wing charms. And this little curly Q you get on the stem with the parchment flowers. And you also get really cool wired leaves as well. These leaves I love. They're wired, so you can manipulate them any way you want. And then I just finished it off with one of the Prima pieces, the ballerina, and then I took some of my ATC words, well, one of them, that says curiosity, because this box is going to be used for keeping ATCs in, because I have been swapping a friend of mine, Deanne, who's also on the Craftsupplies1 team. She belonged to a site called ATCs for All, and she got me over there, and I've been doing swaps, so I was like, okay, I need something to put them in, and this was perfect. It worked out really great, and I just love it. It's the perfect size. So I wanted the top to kind of look like an ATC, so that was my thought process on that. So of course this opens, and lo and behold, inside are some ATCs that I made. So let me take these out. Some of these don't belong in here, but these ones do. Okay, so at the inside you can see here I've papered the whole thing. It's all finished off nicely. I love the Fairy Bell paper. And I just put it down with the Mod Podge hard coat because I would be going in and out of this a lot, so I wanted it to be really sturdy. So that's the inside of the box. And then here are some ATCs that I've created, and I have used some of Julie's beautiful items in her store with these. So the first one is actually a small canvas. This is sticky back canvas paper, and I got out my watercolors, and I just kind of did like a background, just sort of an illusion. This was not hard to do, and if anybody wants a tutorial on how I did this, just leave me a message in the comments below. I'd be happy to show you how to do this. It's super easy, but it gives a good effect, and it does give the illusion of like land and sea and then land and sky. So, but it's very simple to do. So that's what I did with my watercolors, and I've used 2 of Julie's new charms. One is this awesome hot air balloon, and I didn't color it. I thought the gold looked just fine. And then down here is her new seashell right there. So they worked out perfectly on this ATC, and it was just enough because I really wanted the background to show, and they just, you know, finished it off nicely. And then I've used my words here that say Deep Blue Sea. So that's that ATC, and of course I've done the back as well with my ATC stamp. And then this one here, this was fun. This is actually wax, melted wax. I took my Faber-Castell crayons, and these are, they look like this, and you just twist them and they come out the end. And then all you do is take your heat gun and you heat up, this is actually gloss paper, you heat up the paper and the wax melts. Really simple. And then you take a stamp and you impress it into the hot wax. It has to be a rubber stamp, a red rubber stamp, not a cling stamp, because they'll probably melt. And I used the stamp from Rubber Moon on here, and this is the gear background. So I did a bunch of different colors and then just took that gear stamp and pressed it in. And then I also made this clay piece as well with the same gear stamp. And then I topped it off with a vintage watch face, and then this is one of Julie's new charms. And I love that these bottom pieces on this clock move. It's a little cuckoo clock. I just love this one. So that finished that off nicely, and I just used the sentiment that time is a story. So that's that one. And then this one here is also fun. The background technique on this one, I took, you can see the green butterfly there. I used some Silks acrylic glaze, which is this stuff, and the olive vine color, and I painted my butterfly stamp, and then I stamped it all over. And this is also done on gloss paper. I stamped it all over, and then I took my watercolors, the Twinkling H2Os, and I just went over it. And because they're both glazes, you can still see the shimmer from the Silks acrylic glaze on there. See how that shines? And you can go over it with the watercolors, and it doesn't hide it, which is really cool. And then this is a clay piece that I made. I used air dry clay for this one, and I just used my watercolors on it, and then I used the crackle accent, so it gave it this really neat effect. And then I've used one of Julie's keys here from her store, and these are just little pieces of trim from my stash, and then more of Julie's beautiful flowers there from her store. I love this two-tone one right here. And then I used the word captivating for that one. And then last but not least, I used this one. This is actually corrugated card, and I ripped this piece of paper here, and I put a lot of gesso and some Lindy sprays and things like that on it, and I put that down on top of the corrugated card, and then I used more of Julie's beautiful, gorgeous pearl trim. I love this trim. And then a piece of her applique here that I sprayed with Cape Cod Coral from Lindy's. And I used one of Julie's metal filigree pieces here as well. So the trim, the applique, and the metal piece are all from Craftsupplies1, and then this is one of my little clay flowers that I made. And then I just used the sentiment Discover Abundance on there. So, and again, that's got my stamp on the back that I have to fill out because these are going to somebody. So that is my Craftsupplies1 project, my second one for July, the ATCs and the ATC box. So there you go, guys. And yeah, if you want a tutorial on any of these techniques that I've done on these, just let me know. I'm happy to share those with you. But I hope that you like my project, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.